Good morning. My name is Paul Kaiser, and I'm the president of your St. Vincent de Paul. The Lord asked Isaiah, "Whom shall I send?" And his response was, "Here I am, Lord. Send me. I will go if you lead me." Where can those words lead us? Every Vincentian has said those words. We at St. Vincent are your hands and feet to reach the poor. Many of you know that you want to do something, but just don't know where to reach out. Many of you are regular donors, and I sincerely thank you for that. We could not function without you. Many of you pray for us and for our success, and for that we sincerely thank you. Right now, I'd like to focus on us being your conduit to reach the poor. As you probably know, we're going to talk about what we do today at St. Vincent, but also we're going to talk about how you can help. Sure, it's the money talk, but much more than that, we're presenting you with an opportunity to reach out to the poor. Today we're going to talk about how your generous donations positively affect those people we serve, those people in your community. I'm going to start out with some numbers and then move on to introduce you to two people who will touch your heart. What we show here is the funds that we brought in, your money. When you put your dollars into the green envelopes, the poor box, or drop it off at our office, last year it added up to $371,000. We do have several other recurring means to donate. Some people even found our new donate button on Facebook or on our web page. We are entering the 21st century. During the past year, much of our fundraising has been canceled due to COVID. It came to a grinding halt in March. Even though we had no bi-monthly sales, some of our high-end donations went to either auction or sales on eBay. That generated almost $25,000. All that money goes to serve those in need in our community. The bottom line is we received $844,000 from our community. During the past year, many of us stayed home except to go shopping for food. So too with those we serve. They were hungry and they came to our door. When there was a threat of eviction or utility shutoff, they came to our door. When there was a moratorium on evictions or shutoff, they were not frightened enough to venture out. This is the heartwarming story of so many families who received services, many of them multiple times. 516 families received financial assistance from us, many multiple times. People are facing obstacles right now that you and I could not even imagine. Many are hard-working people that miss some of the opportunities that we enjoyed. Because of generational poverty, they were never taught to strive. Now, can you imagine 24 semi-tractor loads of food being given out because of your generosity? That is 234 tons, almost 500,000 pounds. During these troubling times, we've never had to shut our door. We've continued serving people throughout the pandemic. We have over 400 dedicated volunteers who gave almost 60,000 hours of service last year. Without your support, those 60,000 hours would not have been worth very much. We really do have people living in the woods in our community. You may have seen the recent newspaper article that said that homelessness has been eradicated in our community. That's how I read it also. But we have to be careful about how we interpret those words. The words were chronic homelessness. You wouldn't want to know what it takes to be chronically homeless. It's not living in your car or living in a tent or even living under the stars for a month. It's much worse than that. Now contrast those images with hope, the hope that you give. Sometimes we find people who are so motivated to get themselves out of poverty that they will do almost anything. We offer such help. We call that program Bridges Out of Poverty, and it has been quite successful. It's sort of like the old adage, teach a man to fish, and he will not be hungry for a lifetime. In this program, we spend time mentoring people to understand where they are and how to get themselves out of that cycle. We teach people how to properly manage the funds and the skills that they have. We also offer educational opportunities, scholarships to people who go on to have successful careers. Today, I'm going to introduce you to a young man that received a scholarship through your generosity, who is now working as an air conditioning tech. His wife also received a scholarship and went on to culinary school at Charlotte Technical College and has already increased her earnings substantially.
My name is Hans. A lot of people think I'm German, but I'm not. We come here from time to time until my wife realized that they provide scholarship. And we met Charlotte. And Charlotte was more than excited to helping out and all that, so they pay culinary art school. And when my wife graduated, the first question she asked me, when are you going to school? And I was like, yeah, I'm ready. So I go to CTC. I have a list of all the programs they had. So when I start going through, I was looking for something that I can go to school and go to work. And she was more than happy to go down to the school to pay for like literally everything. My program required about like $2,000 worth of tools. And at that time I was, working part-time and still have the full-time responsibility. So I was like, I can't really afford tools, like $2,000. I don't have that kind of money and all. So I called Charlotte. I said, Charlotte, hey, I can't come up with the tools. She said, don't worry about it. We'll figure out something. And she said, there's a gentleman that comes to St. Vincent de Paul. He's responsible for air conditioning, and he's willing to, give you the tools and all that. I was like, okay, that's great. He gave me everything. It's very cool. Well, so cool that now he's my boss. He was the one who, his company hired me right after school. I literally like everybody in St. Vincent de Paul. I even used to volunteer here. Like I was one of their truckers for probably a couple months. A lot of people used to come here when I was volunteering, and the parking lot is crowded. St. Vincent de Paul gave people food. Well, changed my life too, because I always think about going to school, but I always push it back because of financial reasons. And St. Vincent de Paul paid school for my wife and me, so now we have careers that we probably never go out of job, because I'm in HVAC field. We always need technicians and all that. So, and now I'm making enough money to, live the way I want to. It's pretty good. People should be proud of helping St. Vincent de Paul, because what they're doing is really rewarding.
The couple is now self-sustaining, and they're able to provide for their family. Actually, they are now looking at buying a house through the assistance of our contacts at one of the local banks. This air conditioning tech recently paid it forward by helping to install an air conditioner in the home of one of our clients.
How do you say thank you, except from the bottom of your heart? We are very lucky we have you people, all of you. You've always been there when I needed you. Always. Like I said, I don't know. If it wasn't for St. Vincent's, I don't know what I'd do. When I heard that oxygen and stuff, they brought in a portable till these came. Right that day. Go to St. Vincent's, they're wonderful people. They will help you out of whatever situation, somehow, some way you're in. But you people go above and beyond. Above and beyond. You do. I love yous all from the bottom of my heart. All of yous. Yous are wonderful. You don't know what yous are doing for people. Well, I think you do, but you gotta be told more often. Thank you. And that we love you.
She's not being grateful to St. Vincent. She is being grateful to you. You are the ones that made this all happen. She thanks you for your generosity. You probably know about our food pantry, and you may even know that we provide limited financial assistance to those who are in need. You may not know all that goes on behind the scenes. As you see, we have truckers who deliver and pick up furniture. We have people who visit our clients in their houses. Well, maybe not now during COVID, but this is a major part of what we do. We provide dignity to our clients by visiting them in their homes and showing that we care. If you have some skills or maybe some time, we have a place for you. We have identified numerous ways for people to donate. You may even come up with a unique way of your own. You can donate your cars, you can donate your boats, you can donate your stocks or your IRA. We've even had people who have donated their houses. We would sell all of those things, and the proceeds would go to those we serve. Some of these ways of donating have some serious tax efficiencies associated with them. Many of us who are of age are required to take an IRA distribution each year. Some of us absolutely need that money to live on. Others pay tax on that money and don't really need it. By donating it in the correct way to St. Vincent, you can save thousands of dollars a year. Now I realize that we don't donate in order to save taxes, but it does help to make our money go further. Some people have generously remembered St. Vincent in their will or trust. This creates a legacy for us, for you, that will live much longer than we do. Just a short word about the efficiency of St. Vincent de Paul. We have been awarded a designation by Check a Charity that we have 96% efficiency. Now, you might not really appreciate just what that means, but it means that just 4% of what you donate goes to overhead. Check on this page for a link where you can donate now. Thank you.